Hey guys, this is Julian from the Binary Lab. In this video, I want to talk about the maximum minimum concept. Alright, some people call it the max min, and it's basically a way of getting like the maximum results with the minimum effort. So, like as you know, I've been struggling with issues of procrastination, like most people. But I mean, I man up about it, right? So, like I said in this video series, the last recent videos, basically, I decided to like ditch all tripods, editing, microphones, whatnot, to kind of bring it back to the basics of when I started out, like making videos like years ago. So that I just felt that I was spending too much time doing all these unnecessary stuff. It did make videos look better, make less people complain about the sound quality, about the video quality, blah blah blah. But you know it's just so much hassle, and it was just a big drop in my overall viewership, right? So I want to talk about, like, in a broad sense of things, uh, the maximum minimum approach to kind of like revamping the way you live and the way that you kind of like go about doing your daily routines. And for me, it makes a lot of sense because I'm a stay-at-home dad. I've got 3 kids, 1 dog, and 3 cats. So that's quite a lot to deal with. uh, and sometimes, especially during the summer, there's a lot of watering plants to do. So it's quite a lot to deal with. So I don't have a lot of time. And like I want to share with you some of the ways that I get maximum results for minimum effort. So what you need to do is make a list of all the things that you think would be useful to something that you like to improve. Okay, if it's work, if it's your business, if it's about your living conditions at home, make a list of all the things that will actually benefit you uh, on that thing that you wish to improve. List them out. Just do a brainstorm. Do not. It's not the time for you to question or second guess any answer that you're about to write. Just write everything out. Because, all right, after you do that, go to the next step. The next step is that you want to look through the entire list. In fact, you should try to fill at least half a sheet of A4 paper without leaving spaces. So what I mean is that you could put a comma in between. You could draw a mind map, all right? But basically, you don't want to leave big blocks of blank space. Don't just write everything flush to the left and leave the right empty, or don't just write everything flush to the right and the left side all empty. I want all spaces filled out. Okay, think of every damn thing. So, um, let's say if you're running a business, you think about, okay, what promotion, what can we do with promotion? We can do, like, we could like you could buy traffic, but traffic, what sources? You think of all the solutions. We could kind of like do more social content, more SEO, more article generation, whatever. If you're a trader, you could think of, let's say, I could spend more time in analysis. I could kind of use algo. I could use blah blah blah, and then what in particular. Okay, just list them all out. And then if it's about a household, well, you could think about, the wall needs to be fixed. Maybe there's a leak in the roof. All the things that need to be done. And then, okay, you look after you've done that. The second step is that you go through that list that you've written, all right, and you look at what is the most urgent. Okay, I'm not trying to say do the urgent ones first and put off the rest for the later, but uh, the obvious ones that need to be dealt with first are the ones that are urgent. Okay, because the urgent ones are gonna increase the the cost of fixing the more you leave it be. Okay, so deal with the buying problems before they can escalate. Secondly, the second group of categories that you want to deal with, and this is the biggest um, plus for your results, is that you want to go through the categories and have a look. And so you're gonna go through all the stuff you written out, have a look at what is the stuff that is the easiest to do, that yields the highest result. Okay, So this is very similar to when I was doing my uh, EA optimization for um, my straddle strategy. I turned it into a forex robot. When I was optimizing settings for this robot, I was looking at, I don't just pick the most profitable setting. I pick the setting that you know has the best yield and lowest risk exposure. So the same thing, we go for the maximum result, minimum effort. Okay, maximum result, minimum effort. Look through that list. What is the one? Like, let's say if you have a business, what are the first things that you can do that you will see a more or less instant result within the next day or days, that you can do, probably easiest, lowest cost, whatever, and do it. Okay, so with that, you can actually prioritize your stuff. It's a fact that we'll never get all the things done, and accept that. Okay, because we all procrastinate in some way or another, because there is just not enough time. There's just too many things to do. It's a fact. All right, this could be your excuses, but these are also my excuses, and these are legit excuses. But it doesn't mean that we sit back and do nothing. So make that list of all the things you can think of. And trust me, all the answers are already in your head. You think about it all the time. Just you never got down doing it. And then you start to sift and sort. Okay? And there will be stuff that you never ever do. What you do with those is that you just settle all the biting, urgent stuff. All the stuff that takes the least effort, least expense to do, that will yield the most result. It won't yield a result as big as some of the other stuff you have on the list, but some of these things that you choose to do first will take less time, less expense, less brain power even. Okay, and then for the rest of the stuff, when you're in a better position, you could try to do it later on, but trust me, you will always think of more simple solutions, because your brain will start to work more, and you start to become more productive, and you start to think of smarter ways to do things, and you have better solutions doing these things. But at the end of the day, if you are running a business, you will be able to think of the ways that when you're doing this for some time, you will have enough profit and resource to outsource and do all the rest of the stuff later. Okay, so that's basically what I want to share with you today: how to get the maximum results for minimum effort. Try it out and let me know.